Welcome to another video in my IKEA series, attempting to slow down and show you a few of the things that are available at IKEA that are ideal for crafters and craft rooms. First off, with my videos, I get a lot of questions about the fact that there are not many other people in the video, and some people wonder if IKEA gives me special permission to film. But I go during the weekdays when the store opens, so you can see other people are entering. It's just not very crowded, and I'm really patient when I film. Today, I would like to focus on the kitchen department at IKEA and share with you 6 things that are offered that no crafter wants to miss out on. Stay tuned for the end because it is the #1 thing that I think crafters purchase at IKEA. Here's the truth. If I were designing a craft room, a whole room from scratch, I would not start with the shelving department at IKEA, but I would go straight to their kitchen department and the custom cabinetry that is available. Now I say custom, of course it already is in those pre-done kind of module-esque pieces like IKEA is known for, but you can customize it to fit your needs. Look at the lighting that is available, and of course one of my favorite elements that you'll see me test over and over are those soft closed drawers and cabinet doors, perfect for a craft room. I also call them custom because there are so many ways to configure the inside of the cabinets and the drawers that are available at IKEA. And when you go to their kitchen department, there are lots of inspiration pieces, inspiration rooms for you to check out and get some ideas. And while they may be set up like a kitchen, you can easily see how setups like this with the bins and the drawers within the cabinets would be really beneficial in a craft space, and larger ones that hold deeper bins or bigger products and just 2-tier drawers. There's all kinds of options that you can check out. Not only can you customize the inside of the cabinetry, but of course there are lots of options for how you want the outside of your cabinets to look. I like the sleek white look. It does look a little office-like to me, even though it's set up as a kitchen right now. But there's lots of options for you to choose from. The other idea that I like about using the kitchen cabinetry to create your craft room is that you can add to it over time. Perhaps you're not ready to drop a large sum to set up a craft room right now, which is totally understandable, but you can get pieces that will work together as you continue to grow your craft room, your craft space, and your craft supplies. Here I'm showing you the array of door and drawer fronts that are available at IKEA. Of course, they range in prices depending on the color and finish. Anything with glass is going to be more expensive, but you can see how you can find something that fits your style, your aesthetic, and what works in your space. Like I said before, I realize that these cabinets are not for everybody in their craft space, but it certainly is a good option if you're designing yours from scratch. There is a cool area in the kitchen design area of the store that has all of the different cabinet bases and modules that are available so that you can see your options and kind of piece them together. There are also online tools at IKEA that let you lay out your cabinets, and you can put in the size of your space so you can see what will work and what won't work in the space that you're working in. I happen to love the L-shaped desk that I use in my craft room, and it is kind of a piecemeal of 2 different desks from IKEA. But if I were to redo my craft room, I would certainly try to utilize a tool like this with the Lazy Susan or the Half Lazy Susan to make full use of the storage available in the corners. I love how this works, and I can just imagine it full of craft supplies that I can pull out and have ready to go. I like the 2-tiered system of this drawer. I just think that there are a lot of options that, while they are designed for a kitchen, certainly would work really well in any crafting space. And if you are going to use the custom cabinets from IKEA, they also have a variety of countertops that you can choose from, and they range from as low as $49 all the way up to almost $300, and each of these prices are for a piece that's about 74 inches long, which is just over 6 feet. So $49, not too bad. Of course, the thicker ones and the kind of nicer finishes are a little bit more expensive, but it depends on what you're looking for. I personally would not go with an engineered stone. I'm not sure that it would hold up well to crafting as far as spilling paint and stains and sprays and all of that. Of course, they are finished and sealed, but I would still worry about staining in the long run. Okay, let's take a look at recommendation number 2 of kitchen items at IKEA that you might be able to use, and that is carts and islands. I think more of us are looking at carts and creating kind of crafting islands in our space, and IKEA has a lot of options. You can see right here, even in their kitchen inspiration area, they have a desk with a cart set up for crafting within the actual kitchen, which I think is just wonderful. This is the Nicephor's utility cart. It is $24.99 and it is only available in black, but what I like about it is that each tier has a lip around the edge for holding supplies. This is the Vadholma Island with a pot rack on top, and I don't like that it only comes in this black finish with the Butcher Island top, but I do like how it would work for a craft space. You see that there's room for stools on one side, lots of storage on the other side. If you have a larger room with room for an island in the middle, I think this would be fabulous. You can see this island is $449 for the larger piece. They do have a smaller version that is for under $300, and then the pot rack that is attachable is about $99. And I think it would work well. It's a bit pricey, but it could really fit your craft room. Here's the smaller Vadholma kitchen island, and it is for $299, which is still kind of an expensive IKEA piece, but the sturdiness is there. So as you're comparing different pieces at IKEA, really look for the durability and see if it's going to last through the use in a craft room. For $399, the Tornviken kitchen island is comparable to the Vadholma, but it does come in white and a gray to fit your style. This is the Rimforsa workbench, and it is stainless steel on the bottom with a bamboo countertop, and it is priced at $499, which is pricey again for a craft room, but I like the storage possibilities and I like the industrial look. I think it could be a very neat addition. Plus, added bonus, you knew I would test it out. It does come with soft closing drawers. Check it out. If industrial is what you're going for, one of these two carts might suit you. This is the Flitta kitchen cart, and it is for $179, but I prefer this cart right here. This is the Kungsfjord kitchen cart, and for $149, even though it's smaller, I think the rimmed tiers make it more ideal for carrying art supplies and moving them around a space. For the price, I think that this Bror utility cart is the best deal. $100. It is pretty large, has great storage, wheels available to move it around. Plus, I think you could customize it with some spray paint. Available in smaller sizes are the Forhoya kitchen cart and the Bekvam kitchen cart. Forhoya is $109, and then the smaller of the two, the Bekvam kitchen cart, is available for $59, and it coordinates perfectly with the spice rack you'll see in a bit. And now for some more affordable storage, they have the Sunestra cart, which is taller, and then of course some of the Raskog carts that we know and love. I will link a video right here comparing some different carts at IKEA and Michael's and Target, so you can pick out the craft cart that works best for you. Item number 3 to check out in the kitchen department are the work tables. So I spent the last video in this series showing you all of the desk and desk possibilities that were in the workspace section of IKEA. If none of those worked for you, certainly you might be able to find a table here in the kitchen section. I am not going to go over every table. They are all kinds of shapes, sizes, finishes, but I will take a little bit of time to show you some of my favorite ones. Make sure when you come in that you come in knowing the dimensions of what will fit in your space and how many people you hope will be working around your table so that you can make sure you get one that's the right size and fit for you. The first desk that I want to highlight is this fan bin bar table that I think would be great for a standing height desk, and I like the mid-century modern feel. The other table that I wanted to highlight was this Norden gate leg table. I know a lot of my subscribers have smaller craft spaces or frequently have their craft space combined in another part of the house, and this table breaks down so small. I think it would be fabulous to keep in your living room or in your dining room, and it can open up for when you need workspace and then close down when you are not using that area as your craft space. Plus, it comes with storage. Drawers are great for storage, but organized drawers are even better, and IKEA is full of organization ideas for your drawers, starting with these drawer mats. The Verira drawer mats are 49 cents a square foot, which is super affordable, and you can cut these to customize your drawers. They keep things from sliding around and protect the bottom of your drawers from your craft supplies. I think when I dream of my perfect craft room, they would have drawers just like this that light up. I think that's the most amazing thing, to be able to see your craft supplies in lit drawers. I know that is definitely a luxury, but it's something to aspire to. I also love how they use the utensil holders in these drawers to hold smaller things, smaller jars. We know as crafters we have tons of little bits and bobs, and so it's great to have places to gather those and organize those. Having them just floating around is a recipe for disaster and a recipe for losing all of your things. More and more of us are becoming more conscious of the materials we use, and IKEA has a whole line in the Verira line of flatware organization pieces that are made of bamboo, which is a very sustainable product, plus it's gorgeous to look at for your drawers. If that price point is a little bit too much for you, they also have plastic pieces in the Verira line that comes in a variety of configurations. I love these little rubberized inserts that come in this particular piece. I think they'd be great for holding markers or dies or things that you are working with right at that point. You can see there's lots of configurations. These are meant for kitchen drawers for holding spoons and flatwares and things like that, but these are primarily what I use in my craft room to organize the drawers. Since I have an IKEA desk, they tend to work really well together, and you can pick the pieces that work well for what you are storing. My next suggestion for unexpected finds in the kitchen department at IKEA are wall storage pieces. I always recommend thinking vertical when you are trying to organize a small space, and there are lots of options in this kitchen section for wall pieces that will still show you your supplies. When you can see your supplies more, you will use them more. So lots of different variations here to check out. In one of the Inspiration kitchens, they had these bitter gurkha plant holders that are hanging plant holders, and I thought they would be perfect for craft supplies like sprays or larger bottles of paint that you could hang from the ceiling in your craft room, and that would be a fantastic way to display them. The kitchen inspiration section is also a great place to check out open shelving options. Now, the open shelving isn't available in the kitchen section. You have to go to a different department, but come here and check out the inspiration. I love open shelving in my craft room. I like seeing my supplies, and here you can get a lot of great ideas for some possibilities. Other great products that I found in the inspiration area were this Kubus wall rack that comes with 7 hooks, and they line several of them up. I feel like this would be great for a sewing room or a kid crafting area, anything that'll get pieces off of the floor. I also saw this beautiful clear acrylic picture ledge called Melosa, which was used in the kitchen to hold spices. IKEA is known for their rail systems on the wall, and the first I want to talk about is the Rimforsa rail system. You buy a rail, mount it to the wall, and then there are all kinds of accessories that you can buy that will hang on that rail. I like the idea of the test tubes for holding some smaller pieces. They had some bins and some different options for configuration. As you can see, the Sunersta rail system is the more affordable plastic option available at IKEA, and it also comes with a variety of accessories. Once again, you choose the rail length that you're looking for and then buy accessories to hang off of it. These little bins also hang off of Raskog carts very well. There's a variety of hooks and other holders that you can use to work with your rail system, finding one that works for you. A piece that I really liked was the shelf, which I feel like is newer because I used to use this rail system and I had never seen a shelf, so that would be great for holding all kinds of supplies. Ah, the IKEA spice rack, a really popular item for crafters. There was even a point where these were sold out of IKEAs all over the country because all of us on Pinterest got ideas on how we could use these in our craft areas, in our kids' rooms. They are fantastic. And these little jars or containers are great sizes for holding small bits and bobs. Here is the Verera shelf insert, which can be used in your bookcases to create more storage space by breaking up one of the shelves. Here I am showing you two magnetic strips, the Kungsfors strip and the Fintorp strip, and I think these would be fabulous if you are into die cutting to either keep flat on your desk or on your wall to hold dies that you are using. Last but not least, the thing any crafter will want to buy at IKEA are storage bins. I personally use these Verera storage boxes all over my craft room because they are sturdy, they stack well, and I really like the crisp white that they come in, but you can see there are a variety of colors. The Verera plastic bag dispenser is another highly sought after item because it stores vinyl pieces perfectly so that you can still see the colors you have available. There are so many varieties of sizes and colors for small bins that you can use inside your drawers, on your desk to stack. These even work on a rail system, which I think is awesome. And I happen to use that trash basket from Verera in my craft room to hold gift wrap. Here's another look at these storage boxes that work with the Sunersta rail system that I showed you earlier, which is the plastic rail system. You can use these to hook straight on. So again, holding larger supplies but up on the wall gets them off your desk and increases your storage capacity. When you head downstairs at IKEA, there is a huge marketplace in which there is a huge kitchen section. There are containers of all shapes and sizes, including some really small ones that would work great in a craft room. You can see that they fit in the spice rack. There are glass, there are plastic, anything that you could want, you could probably find here at IKEA. Again, a variety of shapes and styles depending on what works in your craft room. One of the best buys in the IKEA marketplace is the set of containers, Pruta. For $5.99, you get 17 different plastic containers, 7 different sizes, including some really small sizes, which we all know work well in our craft space. They stack and are pretty durable. Here is my favorite find of the day though. This is the Floatig lunchbox, and you're gonna see me try to unpack it in a not very steady way, but it is the cutest thing I have ever seen, and I think it would be perfect for hauling around stickers and planner supplies. So I'm trying to open it with one hand, which is why the camera gets a little bit crazy, but it is a stackable system that has two kind of larger sections, and then the top unstacks to show where they keep silverware, but I also think that would be a great place to keep pens. And this brings us to the end of our tour of the kitchen section of IKEA. I hope I was able to inspire you with some organizational ideas using non-typical organizing tools. If you liked this video, please give it a thumbs up and consider hitting that subscribe button as well as that bell notification button. I also have a new email newsletter that goes out every couple of weeks talking about craft room organization and sharing some ideas and previews of upcoming videos. You can find a link to my email list as well as all the products I talked about below. I hope you have a fantastic day, and as always, keep it creative.